did.
Why are you on the ground?
Because Wild Bill stinks. He's a stanky boy.
Fellas, what's going on? It's just Ty here. So while Bill and myself, we had some struggle editing, well, I guess just filming in general for this one. We had some technical difficulties, which kind of sucked. We had a really good intro here with our shotgun for you fellas, all you fellas who love shotgunning Twisted Teas. It was unfortunate, but it happened. So we'll just go into this video and we'll see how it goes. It's a good one. That's what I gotta tell you boys. But I hope you enjoy us doing a shotgun for you.
We out here. Nobody's sports. Wild Bill. Just Ty.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Here at the Creek in Grand Valley.
Support local.
Yep. Shout out to this fine establishment. We'll see y'all in a bit.
You got me till about 7:20, and then I gotta go to the captain's chat and see how that goes, and then I'll let you know if I'm coming back or not.
We're at the Creek. A wild Kevy old buddy, old pal appeared out of nowhere. Cheers to that.
Hello?
Fucking beautiful.
Oh, I won't leave just Ty out of there.
Kevy, old buddy. There you go. Wild Bill! Wild Bill! Wild Bill! Fellas,
We're back, baby!
episode 7.
Hello? Scooby-Doo, is that what this is? Oh, Scootaloo.
Scootaloo.
Oh, okay.
Scootaloo. That's my lovely girlfriend.
Very good.
Very good.
I assume so, because it had a heart and it wasn't a picture of me, so.
Oh, it's okay, Wild Bill, don't worry. You're right here, right in my heart.
I know. I take up half, she takes up the other.
Yes, sir. Well, you gotta split it with Kid Touch a Curb a little bit.
Fuck him, he touches kids. Oh yeah, their goal got called back.
Oh, okay, look at that.
Oh yes, thank God. Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues, baby. Alright, Wild Bill.
Alright, let's try this again.
Yeah. What's going on with your abs? What's happening? What's going on there?
It's not a good time. Holy fuck, what a save by Bennington! Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
It's a scary time in Avaland. That's what's going on right now. This is scary too, because I don't want fucking Winnipeg to win this game.
Oh, I know.
And their playoffs, their fucking power play is fucking deadly. It's deadly. And Ellers is back tonight.
I know,
Or
I saw
Ehlers.
that.
But yeah, it's a scary time in Avaland.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We
Enlighten me. What's going on? You pushed game 6 to win that to bring us to game 7 tomorrow night.
yeah, and game 6 was a roller coaster for me, at least. Anyways, I was up fucking drinking beers.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, come third period, and it's fucking 4-3 Dallas. I'm sitting there like this.
Jesus.
Like if 3 minutes in the game came and they were still down, I was probably gonna turn it off so I didn't have to watch it.
Jesus, that was like me the other night.
Well, when it was 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I turned it off at 2.
That wasn't an elimination game, though. Okay.
It was for us.
It's for you guys to eliminate Ottawa.
Yeah.
It wasn't
But,
if you guys lose, you're out.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
continue.
It was scary, but you know what? The Avs were able to fucking pull it off. Doesn't matter how the goals went in; they went in.
Oh yeah.
Game 7 is going to be fucking nerve-wracking.
It will be.
I'm not ready for it because Peter DeBoer is 8-0.
7-0.
8.
Are you sure?
That's what Spit and Chiclet said. 8-0.
All right. I thought it was 7. My bad.
8-0 in elimination games at home. Or game 7's at home, I think it was. So that's scary. We're hoping to turn it to 8-1, but Jake Ottinger is a fucking nightmare.
I love Otter.
Oh, I do too.
Like
if
I know it's. I know for you it's the Stars and Avalanche rivalry that you have there, and the Mikko going to the Stars, but I love Otter. His vibe on the ice, like, it doesn't give me a Marc-Andre Fleury vibe, but it's that next best on the ice, because Otter isn't the mischievous
he's not
mastermind.
He's not Bennington.
No, that Fleury is. That Fleury gives all his fans. But Otter's a safe bet for all of you Dallas Stars fans out there.
I'm telling you, if they win this series, you guys better suck his dick 1,000 times. Because last game was way closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, game 5, Colorado sucked. They didn't show up. That's why they got beat 6-2.
Yeah.
But they put 48 fucking shots on Ottinger last night. Sure, well, honestly only 5 of them went in because 2 of them were empty nets.
Okay.
But 48 fucking shots to...
And the one fluke.
Yeah, what? I think there was like 2 or 3.
Well,
The first goal of the game went off a Dallas player.
I just saw the one that it was 4-4 and then it became 5-4 because it went off fucking Blackwell, I think.
Yeah. But no, Dallas had, I think they had less than 30 shots.
Okay.
And Colorado put up almost 50.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm not gonna take away from it. I tip my hat to fucking Ottinger. He's the reason that Dallas is still in the series.
Fair enough. Good one.
Marchment, I'd kick him in the fucking shins. Fuck that guy.
What about,
Talented hockey player, but fuck that guy. Like, fuck him in the face.
I do have a question though. So other than last night, where's Cale McCarvin?
He sucks this series. He's on the chopping block for me right now. Obviously, I'm not saying get rid of him.
No.
Because he's a fucking absolute stud. He's like one of the greatest defensemen ever.
Of course,
But this series, he has fucking sucked. I don't know if it's a pressure thing and he's gripping too much on his stick or whatever, but he
too much
has
on the
sucked.
horn.
He has sucked this series. And I even saw it in, maybe it was it might have been game 4.
Okay.
It was game 3. Game 4 is Colorado won game 3. It was the play that fucking Tyler Seguin scored in overtime. The fucking puck went by Cale Makar, but for some reason he had the idea to stay in between the blue and the red line and fucking hold Mikko Rantanen back.
Oh.
You're a defenseman, bro. Be in your own fucking zone. If the puck's going that way, you should be going that way.
Agreed.
You shouldn't be standing in the middle of the fucking ice holding back Mikko Rantanen. He got rid of the puck.
Yeah.
Like, love him to pieces. Fucking, I don't have it down here, but like, he's one of my favorite players. GOAT status. But what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I have no idea.
And Samuel Girard, bench that motherfucker. Bench that motherfucker.
Bench or scratch?
Bench. He's good, but bro has not been playing defenseman lately. I don't know why. I was yelling at them all night last night. I can't tell you how many times I saw Colorado defensemen down in the corner in the fucking Dallas zone fighting for pucks. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And it's not even like it's fucking Devon Taves or someone who's like veteran that'll fight to get back. I'm seeing, well, Cale Makar was fucking down there a lot last night. But I'm seeing fucking Josh Manson, Samuel Girard down in behind the fucking Dallas net. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Behind their net.
Yes. What the fuck are you doing?
Unless you are the first man on the rush and you're in there, but you got to be able to get back.
Yeah. Samuel Girard, he's fast. He could get back. Could he make the defensive play after fucking blowing all his steam getting back? Probably not. But Josh Manson, wicked defenseman, but he's a defensive defenseman. Like, Manson should be nowhere but between the fucking blue line and the hash marks.
Fair enough. Oh.
Kyle Connor.
Fuck.
No, Perfetti. Cole Perfetti.
Yep. Interesting.
Dave McRae's music sucks too. Even with a Kid Leroy feature, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, I can't say the music is good.
No. Dave McRae's irrelevant to me. Yeah, Colorado's been pissing me off this playoff round. Long story short. So is Mason Marchment, so is Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn, like, I still respect him. I love Jamie Benn.
Yeah.
But Mason Marchment, he can suck a fucking golf ball through a garden hose and choke on it. Fuck that guy. I hate everything about him.
So after the Washington Capitals eliminated Montreal Canadiens on Thursday, David Savard announced his retirement.
Which was sad.
He was.
I watched that handshake and the fucking hug at the end and everything. It was heartbreaking.
But congrats to David Savard.
Congrats to him for sure, but
It was a great career.
yeah.
Stanley Cup winner with Tampa.
Sad to see him go out that way though.
It is.
But honestly, I wish he stuck around for 2-3 more years. 'Cause that Montreal team, they have so much to look forward to in the next 3 to 5 years. They're so young, but they're so
I'd say
fucking talented.
3 to 10, easily.
I'm talking about like immediate success wise.
Okay. Yeah. 3
Like
to 5.
I think 3 to 5 is where they have the best outlook
Fair enough.
for them to mature and finally give the fans something to fucking be ready for.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 to 5 years, they're gonna be the 2020 fucking Canadians that, although it was bubble hockey that went to the finals.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
that team they're gonna be incredible. They're gonna be a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
force to reckon with.
wait till Dobis is fucking not a rookie,
Dude,
man.
he's wild.
He's huge.
He didn't play great in the playoffs, but it's his rookie year, and from what I saw
He
from
only
him,
came in as backup too.
yeah, and from what I saw from him during the regular season, like that kid is incredible. I mean, when you got a goalie coach like fucking Carey Price, I'd hope so.
and a head coach like Martin St. Louis.
What he did with this fucking team this year,
He needs to win the Jack Adams. There's no question of. I don't think there's a single question about it that Martin St. Louis should be winning the Jack Adams. He brought
There's one question.
who?
You're really gonna make me?
Yes.
Craig Berube.
No.
Yes.
I don't think.
110%. They're the top two finalists.
Okay.
Craig Berube, I hate to tell you, Ty, but he took the softest fucking team in the league
Oh.
to a fucking menacing team in the
I.
league.
Okay.
Good for St. Louis. He took a shitty team and took them to. Well, I can't even say they're shitty. They're fantastic. He took a great team that's just not matured enough to the playoffs. Craig Berube, literally,
Okay.
like 180 on Toronto.
My message for not only the chief, but my chief, Craig Berube. I thank you for everything you've done for this team this year. And I see it in the next upcoming years. You are going to do wonders as a coach. I love your positive attitude, your ability to just stay in the moment, stay focused, and not, I guess, let yourself into the Leafs aspect. Because there's a Leafs aspect of you're never getting into the first round.
Why do you think New Jersey didn't make it?
But Martin St. Louis took the team from in December dead last to a playoff spot. I get it. It was the eighth seed in playoffs, but still, you take them from dead last in December. It's not even dead last in fucking October, and they're dead last for the whole time. They was dead last in December. January they picked up a bit, but then they lost a shit ton of games again, and he brought them back. But also for that fact, Nick Suzuki held that team together.
You're also crediting Berube a lot.
I know that.
Like, a lot. I'm not even a Leafs fan, and I'm gonna argue you on this, dude.
I am a Leafs fan, and I'm arguing against him.
I can't. I can't. Name one time this season Toronto was below top 8 in the league. In the league, which was dominantly led by the Western Conference, mind you.
I think it was actually one time, and I think it was on the first couple podcasts. Because
I don't think Toronto dropped below 10th.
Okay, but you said 8. And I think that there was one point in time
There might have been
that
9th.
we talked about it, and that's why I'm bringing it up. We talked about it on a podcast, and we said that Avalanche was 8th, and Leafs were 9th.
Where did they end up? Where did they end the season, Ty?
Were they 4th, 5th?
What about their division?
First in the Atlantic, boys. Fucking good on ya.
How long has it been since they did that? You're a Leafs fan. I genuinely don't know how long. Maple Leafs won their first Atlantic Division title. How a 25-year wait finally ended.
Okay, 25 years.
Now my next question. How long has Berube been coaching this team?
A year. Not even.
This is his first season, right?
Yup. What are we, 8 months in now?
How long has St. Louis been with Montreal? Probably like 4 years by now?
I was going to say 2 or 3, but I'd even go as far as
Between
4.
2 and 4.
Yeah. Okay, but also you have to take the considering fact in. Louis came in at. They had their lucky bubble year to get where they did.
Was St. Louis there?
No.
Didn't think so.
But they had their lucky bubble year.
Yeah, who was there though?
Carey Price.
Exactly.
Okay, they lost him. And then St. Louis came in and had to take this team from a nothing with draft picks like Uri Slafkovsky that fucking...
Yeah, but he has nothing to do with draft picks.
That... Okay, but I'm just saying that he was... I think he is more of a bust as a first overall pick than, in all honesty, Jack Hughes was.
No. Well, no.
Okay,
No.
who would you rather on your team, Jack Hughes or Slafkovsky?
Slafkovsky, because he brings energy, and he'll throw the body. Slafkovsky, although he may not be a point producer, he's a fucking menace.
I don't disagree with you whatsoever.
He's an all-around player.
Yes, but
He's
okay.
a great all-around player at that.
Okay, if we're talking points here, though, Jack Hughes has more points than Slafkovsky.
Yeah. But the only comparison you really need to throw out is his last fucking name.
Hughes.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Luke,
But-
Jack, Quinn.
Okay.
They're fucked. They're animals.
Okay. So, back to our original point here. St. Louis came in at a team that just lost arguably one of the top 3 goaltenders of all time.
Top 3, no.
You wouldn't put Carey Price top 3?
No.
Okay, that's a discussion for a whole nother time.
Top 5.
I can-
Maybe top 5. Maybe.
Okay, but St. Louis came in there. At least Chief came in, and there was a producing Austin Matthews. There's a Mitch Marner to add on to that, a Willie Stiles. There's a JT.
Yeah.
Okay, but look
How
at-
much production did Austin Matthews do this year?
Okay, fuck off.
In Berube's fucking...
Injuries, he was in fucking Germany.
No.
and- Okay, but look at the two team differences that we have here.
Yeah, you got one team that shows up in the regular season, and you got comeback kings.
I can't disagree with you at all.
The only difference between those two teams, in all honesty, goaltending.
Yeah.
Because if Toronto had the same level of goaltending as Montreal has, Montreal would fuck them in the face 100 times over.
Oh, agreed.
Out of 10 games, Montreal would probably take 6 or 7.
Yeah.
110%. But I don't know what it is. Stolarz went from a backup goalie to an absolute monster. Yeah, baby! Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues!
Let's not forget, Blues were my pick.
I know.
I'm off in games. I said Blues in 6, but
Fair enough.
but yeah, no. Craig Berube is. And I'm not discrediting St. Louis at all. But Berube, for all of Leafs Nation, fucking game changer.
Yep.
I don't know what he's done, but this team looks like an NHL team. The talent is there.
Thankfully.
The talent is there, but the grit is there.
Yeah.
And that's something the Leafs have been lacking since like fucking 2012.
Some of the Leafs have been lacking since fucking 2004.
No. They've had a lot of it. They just haven't had let's go back. You've got players like Ponikarovsky, Nick Antropov, you've got forwards that can fucking grind.
Oh, yeah.
But you expect these guys to outshine other teams with a goalie like fucking Vesa Toskala in front of them or Matt Bernier? That's his name, Matt Bernier, right? Was he Matthew Bernier? Jonathan.
Bernier.
That's it.
Made me
fucking
think for a second.
and Bernier, you expect them to outshine other teams when you got fucking. Are you kidding me? Let's go Blues! And I saw Snuggaroo.
Snuggaroo.
Yo, let's fucking cheers to the Blues because they're fucking.
Cheers to Blues and
Cheers to
sneers
the
to
Blues.
Snuggaroo.
Snuggaroo, baby, and Braden Shen. Let's go, Captain.
Yes, sir. Oh, did Jordan Bennington get a? He did get.
No,
Miss.
no, he didn't. Third man out.
Hellebuck gets pulled for fucking third game in a row. Stay
But,
tuned here.
Yeah, no. I can't believe you're disagreeing with me, but I think Berube takes Jack Adams.
Like I said, I love Chief, but
I'm not discrediting St. Louis at
No,
all.
I know you're not, and I'm not
But-
discrediting Chief at all.
Coming from an outside view,
Yep.
I think what Berube's done with Toronto has been fucking incredible.
It is.
Fucking incredible, because Sheldon Keefe, he was an alright coach. Like, his strategies were not bad at all. He's the first coach in, like, 19 years to take them out of the first round.
Yep.
I can't discredit Keefe for what he did.
No.
But Berube building on top of what he did and adding that fucking intensity to the team, chef's kiss. Like, nobody can disagree. I don't think there's, from any fan base, there's anyone that can say that Toronto has a different look this year. And it's a good fucking look on them. It's a good fucking look on them.
I love. You know what? I can actually say as a Leafs fan, I've never been more confident. And you know what? That comes from Leafs fans. You could say every year because it does.
It does.
But from as we've talked about, as we are fans of the game.
Yeah.
We have our teams that we've cheered for, but we are fans of the game here. We are a players podcast. That's just how we roll.
Yeah.
I've never been more in love with a team. I absolutely love Matthew Nyes.
Oh my god, he's incredible.
I've been a Marner fan since his London days, and when we got Austin Matthews...
Scores! Are you kidding me?
Holy shit!
Are you fucking kidding me?
There we go.
Was that Parayko? No, that was Cam Fowler.
Damn.
Holy fuck. Let's go Blues.
Yeah, let's go Blues.
Fuck yeah.
When we got Austin Matthews, it was great. I was ecstatic. But I've never been more confident and happy with a team as I am today.
No. And right now it's hard for me to pick in the East because I have a dark horse in the East right now after watching their series. Fucking Carolina.
We'll get on to that.
Okay.
And we'll be back to you boys.
Holy. Fellas!
What's going on?
We're back. Second segment. We got a new fucking guest here tonight. We got Rich Riles in the
Sure.
flesh.
Of course.
How's
So-
it going?
Well, it's going well.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about yourself, Riles. Favorite teams.
Favorite team, Habs. You know, kind of pissed that they didn't make the second round, but you know, at least they got in.
That's a fact, you know.
Yeah. They did well.
They did well.
They did really well.
You missed the first segment. We were arguing about the fucking Jack Adams Award. He was giving it to St. Louis. I was giving it to Berube. Good arguments on both sides, but
Bay, I don't know. Say we'd have to wait till playoffs are done. But
my argument was how fucking soft were the Leafs for the last fucking 10 years?
yeah, that's very
Basically
true.
since Matthews came in. And look at them now.
Yeah. They've done pretty
Sure,
good.
they had to put up a fight against Ottawa, which is a fucking gritty team.
Yeah.
Like, there's no downplay to Ottawa. They're a fucking fantastic, talented team. They're young. You know, they got a lot to learn about fucking playoff hockey and shit like that, but they are not a bad team at all.
It was a good run.
It was a great run from them. But just the transformation, as a non-biased person that's not a Leaf fan, the transformation in the Leafs even from last year to this year, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see how they hold up against Florida, though.
I'm really excited for that
It's
series.
just about twice the grit.
I'm really excited for that. I'm not gonna lie. They got to deal with Kachuk and Marchand.
Yeah.
Like,
That-
and then in
it's
the
gonna be a
back end,
nightmare.
fucking Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky. Ekblad's gonna be some trouble.
Yeah. Where you going,
I don't know
Junior?
if they do it. I don't know if the Leafs can do it.
Oh,
Be
I
a
know what he's
miracle if
doing.
they can, but
I know what he's doing. Fuck this guy. Just because I'm boasting your team doesn't mean you have to do shit like this, Ty.
What'd we say? What'd we say it was gonna be? A busy moment.
Yeah.
Fucking busy moment on our podcast.
We don't have confetti, though.
Well, you know what? Kitty! My
Kitty's not in the camera, but she's here. She's here. My kitty's here.
You know what? We're on to the second round.
That's like right up close to the camera, too.
It's our fucking year.
for real this
It's been your year since like 2015, hasn't it?
I don't give a fuck. It's our year.
been your year since Phil Kessel was
Hi,
around.
kitty.
I like this guy. Why is he not on the podcast more? Why the fuck aren't you on the
Because
podcast
Me
more?
and this guy unfortunately work opposite shifts. We have one day, like when we shoot Saturdays, he's working. When we shoot Fridays, he's available.
We have a 1 day over.
Gotcha.
So like when he works the weekend, his Sunday night he can party with us. Monday he can party with us. But unfortunately, he'll only be able to make it to Friday episodes.
You guys only do weekends?
Fridays and Saturdays, depending on what shift I'm on. So if I'm not working the weekend, we shoot Saturdays. If I'm working the weekend, we shoot Friday night. So basically, every weekend that you're off, we shoot Friday night.
Fellas,
Riley, you're lucky.
Great shoot.
I need to apologize to. I feel like this is gonna overlap.
Probably, maybe. The plus minus, stupid.
Yeah, that too. Anyways, I'm gonna put a clown nose on here and apologize to the Florida Panthers because I thought that Tampa was just gonna kick them from under their feet, but it went the opposite way. I thought that they were fucking too injured, and I heard that Matthew Kachuk wasn't going to come back until possibly the second round. So I thought that there was no way in hell, but they just gave him the gentleman's sweep, and they're in the second round.
I think Tampa's pretty much done. I know they'll make the playoffs for the next couple of years, but I don't think they're going past the second round.
Vasilevsky isn't himself anymore.
Yeah, he's getting
I think, honest, and I'm not being biased here, but I think Colorado really shattered his ego in the finals
That
in
could have
22.
been, yeah. That was a gentleman's sweep, right?
No, it was 5 games. Or was it, no, 6 games? I think it was 6 games.
5 games to finish.
No, I think it was 6 games.
I do want to give you boys a fun stat here. So, in the last 15 playoff games, which 10 of them, this year 5, and last year as well 5, have been against Florida, but Nikita Kucherov has not had a single goal in 15 playoff games.
Can I give you a fun stat?
Yeah.
Since we just watched the game?
Yeah.
Did you know Winnipeg's never won a Game 6?
No, I didn't.
They're 0-3 all time.
Wow,
They've
that's
never won a
ridiculous.
Game 6.
That's crazy. But the Florida and Toronto second round is going to be a battle.
Bloodbath.
Yeah. And I'm going to call it Game 7.
Oh, so you're going with Spit and Chicklets?
Sure, if that's what they're saying. But
We watched it. They said 7.
why can't I say 7?
I feel like you're just a little biased with this.
I'll say 6 then.
But who wins it?
I don't want to say that one. That's why I can go an easy 7, because I think it's going to be that tight of a series.
What's the biggest difference from last year, do you think?
Matthew Nyes.
Matthew
His fucking game has elevated fucking multiplied by 100.
Tremendously.
Yeah. I think Matthew Nyes is the fucking difference in this next series. Actually, that's a lie, because earlier I said my dark horse for the playoffs in general for Toronto, Simone Benoit.
Oh yeah, he's what, third pair?
Second pair. No, I think he's first now. Isn't he playing with
First
Riley?
pair?
Is he playing with
no,
McCabe?
No.
No, it's Tanev and Riley, and then isn't it Simone Benoit and McCabe?
The Chiefs been mixing it around. He's been kind of playing everybody with everybody, in a way. But the biggest two has been Carlo and Riley together.
Right, that's right. I always forget that they have Brandon Carlo now.
Yeah.
Always forget.
So, it is. Especially from hating him my entire life. Well, not entire, but for a while
Good
now.
Good
Yeah.
chunk.
Hi, Kitty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just happy Boston made the playoffs.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so we need filling in if you don't know. There's a lot of superstitions around Toronto right now. The last time they won the Cup, Boston and Detroit didn't make the playoffs. This year is the first year since that Boston and Detroit didn't make the playoffs. The year Toronto won the Cup, they switched their anthem singer. This year they switched their anthem singer. What was the third one?
So, Stolarz. I believe he's Dutch. And I can't remember the conversion in languages, but it's between the two. So Stolarz in English means carpenter.
Carpenter, right? That's right.
Yeah. So it's basically like Stolarz is supposed to be our Jesus, Lord and Savior. That's
You
what,
can't say that though.
That's what hockey. That is what Hockey Illuminati came up with.
Okay, you know what though? Colorado's got the wood shop.
Okay, well I've never heard of the wood shop. You've heard of the carpenter, so there must be something there.
Because you don't pay attention to every other team. You only pay attention to these fucking losers.
And whoever they're playing.
Blackwood, Wedgwood, and Mileswood. We got the wood shop. They literally call that the wood shop. What's a carpenter without a wood shop?
Fucking retard. That's what he is.
A framer?
No.
Yeah.
You need a wood shop to fucking have wood.
You a lumberjack too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and where's your
Yeah.
Jack?
Jack Drury.
Fair
Suck
enough.
my dick, bitch.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
No Jack, because Jack Campbell is gone. We don't talk about him anymore.
Another honestly good fact that recently came up that I'm really happy to see. John Cooper will be returning to Tampa next year.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. Honestly, any team that gets him is so fucking lucky.
John Cooper is a coach of coaches.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's crazy though? He's one of the only. I think he's the only coach, but he's one of the only coaches in the NHL
not to play.
to never have a career in the NHL.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
he's one of the
fucked.
best coaches.
Yeah.
Arguably the best coach.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, there is Jared Bednar.
But, like I said, arguably.
The only coach to beat him is Jared Bednar. Well, we'll see how the season goes. Because I'm not going to lie, if Craig Berube takes this Toronto team to a fucking... even the finals and they lose, coach of coaches.
I'd say it's already a win because we made past the first round. So
We had this discussion earlier. So did Sheldon Keefe.
after what?
I think
6 or 7 years of
of Keefe?
Yeah.
I think it was like 5. 4 or 5. When did he sign? He signed the same year Matthews came in, didn't he? So what was that, 14 or 15?
Same year or after, it was 15.
He just got a gentleman's sweep too, but I mean, he was definitely
Yeah, but
matched by
he-
Carolina. Carolina's stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Carolina's stacked and
New Jersey is
Jersey,
hurt.
yeah, they were hurting.
Yeah,
Like, they didn't
have Jack
hard.
Hughes.
No.
I think Hamilton was injured too.
Hamilton was...
Yeah.
Or he was rough if he was playing.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he was definitely... He wasn't 100%. No way in hell.
And they were injured left, right, and center. Like, I even watched, I think it was game 1, to be honest. Fucking Markstrom injured his own player.
Yeah, I saw that. Just fucking whacked.
Yeah. But the way he fell is what fucked him up.
Friendly fire.
Yeah.
Luke Hughes got injured in game 2, I believe.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're out both the Hughes brothers, and you're playing with people that aren't 100%. Against fucking Carolina. Like, in our first segment, I even said Carolina's my dark horse. I would not be surprised. Like, if they get past Washington, they're going to the finals.
I'd say they're gonna be. I'd say they're more likely to win than Washington. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I can't say that, though. I can't agree with that. Only because of the regular season Washington had.
That is true.
Like, Washington may fall to the President's Trophy curse. They won the President's, right? They
it's
were first.
Winnipeg.
No, Winnipeg.
Winnipeg took them over? Shit, son. Well, in that case, you know what? If Washington gets past Carolina, they go to the finals. If Carolina gets past Washington, they go to the finals. Because Florida and Toronto don't have a chance against either of those teams.
With Carolina, they've always struggled in the third round. They've made it there, but once they get there, it's like 4 or 5 games out.
Yeah,
So it's hard to say.
but has Brindamore been to the third round with them yet?
How long has he been with them?
With Carolina, you're talking about?
Yeah.
But he did get swept. I can't remember who it was by.
I honestly, I don't.
It might have
I don't.
been Tampa.
I can't see Florida going down without a fight.
Yeah, Florida's going to go. They won the cup last year.
Yeah.
They're going to try their hardest this year.
Yeah. So I think if it's Florida that goes to the conference, pronounce your words, Bill. I can't see them going down without a fight. But if Carolina gets past Washington, like, I won't even know what to say.
I don't know. It's tough. Like either way, like you make arguments for both teams, but
You got to think of it though. Like, think of the teams they were playing. If you put Washington or Montreal versus fucking New Jersey, honest to God, that's a Montreal win. That's a Montreal series.
as
In
a
the-
Montreal fan, I don't even know if I can agree with you on that.
In the state that
Like,
New Jersey
with-
was in,
with-
though,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With the amount of injuries they had.
like, they came into the series without Jack.
Yeah.
Luke got injured.
Like, every game that Montreal and Washington played, it was a 1-goal game minus empty nets. Or actually, except for the game 5.
Yeah, but New Jersey got lit up.
So you might be right about that.
And even the 1-goal games and stuff with New Jersey and Washington, or fucking, New Jersey and Carolina, they were like high-scoring games. Like, the final game was what? It was a 5-4 game, or was it a 6-5 game? 5-4, wasn't it?
5-4, but Jersey was up 3-zip.
Yeah.
They conked it.
Yeah. How many times did Montreal, Washington go 5 goals plus? Because I think
So-
Carolina and New Jersey did that like 2 or 3 times.
The only game Washington won 5+ was there was game 4. It was 3-2 Washington, but then they scored 2 empty netters.
Yeah, I don't count that though.
The one that Montreal won was a 6-3 game, and then other than that, it was like
It was
3-2, 2-1.
3-2 game 1, 3-1 game 2, 6-3 Montreal game 3, 5-2 game 4 Washington, 4-1 game 5 Washington.
That
Empty
was the
nets
biggest
don't count
difference, was
though.
game
Like
5.
those games
That was
until
empty
until the
net.
goalie was pulled was a fucking 3-2 game.
Yeah, exactly.
Washington or fucking Carolina and New Jersey went to overtime at 4-4.
Okay. So while we're here, who's winning? Washington or Carolina? And in how many games?
I'm gonna say Carolina in 6.
I can't pick. I really can't. I think when it comes down to it, I'm gonna go off what fucking Whitney was talking about. Like, Wilson and all the grinders on Washington, they're gonna be in front of the net because they know if Anderson's back, he's not willing to fucking risk a penalty and fight the guys that are in the crease. So I'm gonna go 6 games as well, but I'm gonna go Washington. So I think Washington's just got that a little more grit to them than actually a lot more grit to them than Carolina has. But, and this is where I'm conflicted, Carolina is fucking ridiculous at puck possession and getting the comeback goals and getting the goals that matter the most.
So
I'm so stuck between the two, but my gut says Washington.
I'm gonna agree with you, and also agree with you again with something that Whit said earlier when we were listening. I think that, but I'm gonna add on to his take. So Ryan Whitney on the Spit and Chicklets podcast said that Sebastian Aho is going to have to show up, but I don't think it's just Aho. I think that
It's the whole team.
Okay, but
Svechnikov, Jarvis.
I think the top 2 that need to show up is Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov. I think those 2 need to show the fuck up in round 2.
What's that
or
guy?
else-
What's the guy on their fucking detour though?
Chatfield,
No, Jacob Slavin.
Slavin,
He's an absolute monster.
shut down defenseman.
Jacob Slavin is so fucking underrated, dude.
I
Like,
think-
he's incredible.
He's one of the better defensemen.
No,
He's fucking incredible.
no offense to Kale at all, but in an all around defensive defenseman kind of standpoint, I think Jacob Slavin's number one.
No.
Who else?
Find me a video of Jacob Slavin shutting down Connor McDavid at full speed.
Okay.
Because I can show you one of Cale Makar.
That's totally fair. But,
How many points did Slavin have?
okay, but that doesn't matter because he's a defensive defenseman.
So was Cale Makar.
He's not defensive.
Oh yeah, he's all around. He's all around.
He's an all-around.
He can shut down the best of the best in any given play if he's fucking there mentally, but he can also put the puck in the net.
Yeah, it's a two-way defenseman. You can do both.
If we're speaking defensive defensemen, I could name 3 better defensive defensemen than Slavin.
Would you argue 10?
Which one?
Brandon's forward.
Is he?
Yeah.
No. See, I don't pay attention. Fuck!
We're about 25 minutes.
No, I don't pay attention to these guys. Tanev, no.
Who would you say then?
Shea Theodore. 110%.
Close.
Fucking, what's his name? What the fuck's his name? I can't remember his first name, but Anderson on Montreal.
Josh Anderson.
Yep.
He's a forward.
Who's their number 8?
Matheson.
Yeah, that guy.
I don't
He's
think
good.
He's
yeah, he's
fucking
pretty
incredible.
Pretty good.
But
He's
I don't think
fucking
he's-
incredible.
I don't think he's better than Jacob Slavin.
Defensively, 100%.
He's really good defensively.
Defensively, 100%.
Even last year, offensively, 60 points. This year, not so great.
Defensively, 100% he's better.
Plays that
100%.
make him seem. I've seen him shut down Connor McDavid too before.
100% he's a better defensive defenseman.
I don't know if I say he's top 2 though. Or top 3. It's hard
No,
to
these
say.
are just guys that I think are better than Slavin.
Yeah, but I'd say Slavin. Like all these guys are like top 10. I don't know. It's so hard to say.
Defensively, no. I think what's his name? Matheson? He's better. So is Theodore.
You think he's better than Slavin?
Yep.
He's good. It's hard to say because Carolina's so stacked. Montreal's just coming up again.
No, Montreal. He's there. You put him on a fucking team like Carolina or something, he's an absolute stud.
Oh yeah.
Absolute stud.
I don't disagree with that, but I still don't think as of right now, him being in Montreal, he's
Better than Slavin. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he's better than Slavin.
See if he sticks around with the Habs and they get really good. He could put up. He could just be the number 1 shutdown defenseman.
100%.
But we have Gooley too. He's a really good shutdown defenseman coming up. But I don't know if they're going to keep him around. I think they might.
They'd be stupid if they don't. They'd be stupid if they don't keep him.
He's also approaching 30.
He would be he's great fucking like veteran presence on the D line, but he would be a great mentor for the defensive side for Gooley and fucking what's his name?
Lane Hudson.
Lane Hudson.
Even he's
Because Lane
pretty
Hudson's an absolute stud, but he sucks at defense. He's like Cale Makar. He should be a forward. He's a forward playing a defensive position.
good. I would say he sucks though for his first year, and like he's only 5'9", like 160 pounds.
His positioning is bad.
Yeah.
His positioning is bad.
One thing I will say is he puts up a fight though.
He's got a great stick. He's not afraid to get down and dirty, but his positioning is bad.
Yeah, I agree. There's some work there.
Well, like him in the offensive zone,
Oh my god.
he gives Cale Makar a run for his money.
Yeah.
Like he's the next Cale Makar.
Only his first season, he's already breaking records.
Yeah. He's the next Kale McCarr. Easy.
Can't wait to see what the other Hudson brothers do too.
Yeah.
There's three of them. Maybe even four. I know there's at least three of them.
Yeah.
One of them, Washington's got the other guy. He's also a defenseman.
Washington and Edmonton.
Yeah. One of them's a forward.
Quinn Hudson is with Edmonton. He got brought up from college just before the end of the regular season, and then the other brother was Washington, and I think he got drafted last year.
Yep, last year.
So
It's crazy that they go so late in the draft.
yeah, and then they come out and they're just boom. What the fuck?
Hudson's winning the Calder, no doubt, this year. He got drafted 62nd overall. Just think
Yeah.
about that. How does that ever happen?
That's fucked.
That doesn't happen very often, if ever.
You haven't heard my third pick though.
Who's your third pick?
Above Slavin. Mackenzie Weegar. Absolute animal. And I know that face, you can't even fucking deny it, you sack of shit. Mackenzie Weegar.
Easy.
Mackenzie fucking Weegar.
Still on the Flames, right?
Yeah. Mackenzie fucking Weaver.
He was disgusting on the Flames.
He's disgusting in general. His defensive play and positioning is fucking incredible.
Haven't
And
kept up with them on the Flames.
and his offensive numbers are nothing to complain about.
He's like a 40, 50 point guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mackenzie fucking Weaver. Weegar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get his name right, Wild Bill.
Fuck off, Mr. Tkachuk.
Yep.
Are you gonna argue me on that?
No,
I didn't think you would.
I won't argue you. Not tonight.
Do we see the Flames back in the playoffs next year? I don't think so.
Not next year.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Unless Dustin Wolf can make an insane run, which I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't think they'll be there. If they get in, they're squeaking in by the fucking hairs on their chin in the wild card.
They'll be a wild card team, but Dustin Wolf is an absolute fucking stud. Like,
He's gonna be good.
he is fucking incredible. I love that guy. I love that guy.
Yeah.
And even as a backup, 31 other teams will want him on there.
I want him at
31 other teams will want him on
32.
there. 31. So he's already on
Well,
the team.
they're gonna want him back.
31 other teams will want him there. Want him there.
I wouldn't even complain about him as my starting goaltender.
I wouldn't put him up Stolarz yet.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd put him over Stolarz, but I wouldn't complain if he was. I'm sorry, but would you take him over Blackwood?
I don't think I would.
No.
You gotta see what he's like in the playoffs.
You gotta see what he's like on a good team.
Like
That's the thing. 'Cause
imagine-
Blackwood went from the worst team in the league to
Yeah.
Colorado, and he's been phenomenal.
I agree totally
Fucking
with you.
both of them, Blackwood and Wedgwood, fucking phenomenal. As it stands right now with the numbers that Wolf has compared to them, I wouldn't replace either of them with Wolf.
But would you complain?
I wouldn't at all. Well, if it was if they gave up Blackwood for him, I would complain.
Okay, how's this? Not giving up anybody. You get him as a draft pick. Like,
If he were just on our roster in general, no complaints whatsoever.
okay, there we go.
If he like rotated with Wedgwood as backup, no complaints whatsoever. I would have confidence in Dustin Wolf to fucking grab us the games that Blackwood. Did I say Blackwood or Wolf?
I don't know. Now
I don't know.
You've said
Wolf,
too many names now. You're confusing
I would
me.
not doubt that Wolf would grab us the games that Blackwood sits out on.
There you go. Yep.
But Wedgwood has been fucking incredible for us too.
Totally.
So as Colorado would be unstoppable with them as a AAA.
Where was Wedgwood before he was on Colorado?
Nashville. That's where
He's the backup
Eustace
to
Onanen
Saros.
went. Yeah, that's where Onanen went.
He's pretty good too.
Onanen for the team that he's on. Yeah, he didn't do it for us. I can't say that. He was a fantastic backup last year, but he didn't have the presence and the gameplay from last season that he should have had in order to take over for Georgiev this year at the start of the season, which is why I'm happy they moved both of them. Because honestly, goaltending-wise, we robbed the fucking NHL. We might not have a Hellebuck or fucking Ottinger or a Bennington, but we robbed Nashville and fucking San Jose for what we got. Robbed them. Anybody disagree? Anybody got something to say
No,
about
not
that?
at all. Because
Who
Honor-
did they get? Who did you send the other way?
Onanen for Wedgwood, and I think a draft pick. And then we sent Georgiev and, what the fuck's it? I think Kiviranta to San Jose. No, is Joel Kiviranta still playing for Colorado?
I don't even know who that is.
He's a great player. I think he went to San Jose. I think he was the one that went to San Jose. But we sent Georgiev and a player and I think a pick for Blackwood. And we went, like,
I'd say that's pretty
Georgiev, loved the guy. We'll never
good.
say it.
Never been consistent.
I can't say that either. He got 40-plus wins last year. We didn't make it out of the second round, but he did. He had over 40. I think he ended off this season with 41 wins, which was the most in the NHL.
Didn't he do that with a sub 900 save percentage though?
I think it was like 911 or something like that, or 905. He wasn't high above 9.
I remember I don't know if it was by the end of that season or middle, but I remember seeing him with like a 900, which I know, like, it's great to get 40 wins, obviously.
Yeah. But look at the team in front of him.
Yeah.
Like,
He's gonna be lucky if he puts up 15 wins now.
I don't know if he even did that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they played him that much.
He beat Toronto. I think twice.
Well, I think San Jose got like 20.
Didn't they beat him in the shootout the second time too? Pretty sure they beat him in shootout twice.
Georgiev didn't play though.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Not the second game.
I'm pretty sure he did. Because Georgiev was their starting goalie.
No, because we looked at it. It was,
Montreal.
Askarov?
I think so.
Maybe.
Um,
I'm pleased to say Colorado never lost to fucking San Jose this year.
Montreal.
Colorado did lose to Montreal one game.
Yeah.
Montreal lost to Colorado one game.
Gotta watch out for Montreal. They don't let everybody sweep them, basically. They'll get one out of you.
Even though they didn't have comeback wins, I think Montreal was the king of comebacks this year.
Well, they did have that one game against Colorado, but they did lose in the shootout.
Yeah, I think they came back from like 4-0 or 4-1 in the third period with like 7 minutes left.
They've had a few games like that this season, but other than that, nothing crazy for comebacks, but putting up fights.
It wasn't a 5-2 win like fucking Vancouver did over Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
That was
1 minute.
1 minute left and they scored
Best
3
comebacks
goals.
in history.
Yeah, literally.
That's insane.
What was our original topic? I don't even remember.
Best.
Oh, defenseman, right. That's right.
well, it was originally, we were going on playoffs. So-
Right, that's right. But then we started talking about Slavin, and then
Yeah.
I shut you down with Mackenzie Weegar.
Who do you guys think comes out of the West? To the finals?
That's a fucking hard
Okay,
topic.
how's this? We'll start this. Oilers or Vegas? How many games? Where does it go?
So we're gonna make our predictions now.
Yeah,
Oilers in 7.
Oilers in 7.
Barely.
If Pickard keeps playing the way he does, and they're smart enough to start Pickard, I can agree. Oilers in 7. If they, for some reason, bring Skinner back, I'm thinking Vegas in 5 or 6. But my overall pick, as much as I don't want to, I'm saying Oilers in 7.
I personally think it's going one of two ways, and there's no if, ands, or buts. I think it's either, and it's going off of you all, Bill, with how Calvin Pickard plays. It's either Vegas. I give Oilers 1, Vegas on a gentleman's sweep, or Oilers in 7. I think Oilers could tire them out because of the endurance that the Oilers gained from last year's Stanley Cup, going all the way to the Cup final. But I think that if Vegas can get on them and they scare the shit out of Stuart Skinner or even Pickard, then it'll go gentleman's sweep.
Now here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
If Pickard plays the way he did against LA,
Yep.
and we saw the survey, LA's the choke squad, not the fraud squad.
Yep.
Is Pickard their guy to take them to the finals again?
If he keeps playing the way that he has been, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't.
So what do you think? Give game 1 to Pickard, see how it goes?
Yeah.
Because who has home ice in this series? Vegas or
Vegas?
Vegas? Because they won
Yeah.
they took the division. That's right.
I think that you give game 1 to him because he won them that last series against LA.
Well, yeah, fucking Skinner got what, 1 win?
1 win and yanked
And
twice.
then, and then Calvin Pickard won 3 in a row.
Yeah. I don't think you change it up.
The depth in Vegas is so underrated. I didn't want them to win their series just because, I don't know, their hype train kind of.
Well, you had Minnesota.
I did have Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to see Minnesota win
And I hate Minnesota. But I don't know why, ever since their fucking hype train started, the first year that they made it to the finals, like their first year in the league, everyone's been so biased towards Vegas, and I just fucking hate it. And I don't like Mark Stone either.
No.
I don't know what it is about him. I don't like Mark Stone.
There's one time a year when I like Mark Stone.
When he's playing for Team Canada?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't even like him then. I was saying from game 1, he should not have been on there.
Oh no, we talked about it multiple times where there was so many better picks you could have taken for Team
Why
Canada.
didn't Suzuki make Team Canada?
Especially over Mark fucking Stone.
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
Why didn't John Tavares make it over fucking Mark Stone?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
just because they're centers.
Like,
Suzuki had 89 or 90 points this year. He carried Montreal.
Yep.
If it wasn't for him, we would be nowhere near the playoffs.
no, I'm not a... I don't know what it is about the guy either. Like, I truly, I don't have anything against the guy. I just don't like Mark Stone.
LTIR.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just the jersey he's wearing.
Did you like him in Ottawa?
Didn't even know him on Ottawa. He wasn't a presence to be noticed on Ottawa.
He was a big part, I'd say.
Didn't really pay attention to Ottawa. Never really have.
Fair enough.
But
He was a useful piece, so.
I don't know what it is. I just don't like Mark Stone. I bet you if I sat down and had a beer with the guy, Mark Stone, if you want to have a beer, you change my mind, let's do it. But if I sat down and had a beer with the guy, I'd probably love the guy. I honestly think it's just the jersey he's wearing. But it's weird because Aiden Hill, love him. Shea Theodore, love him. Jack Eichel, love him. They went to the Cup Finals and lost to Washington.
Yes. I think won the Cup just
23
years ago. Yeah, right before Florida did.
Yeah.
You know,
Florida's already been in the finals twice, right?
It
Yeah.
still works with where I'm going. But, so, I'm sure you've seen it, but there was like hockey, it almost felt like before COVID, and where it was after COVID. Like, I feel like because everybody was at home, we were able to watch it's the one real sport that you were able to really watch. Because everything else was,
Canceled.
but hockey, for some reason, we could play it, which was lovely. But I feel like a lot more people, and it's good for growing the game, don't get me wrong. And with Four Nations, we grew it again more. But I feel like almost a lot of newcomers came in, and within that 2020 to really 2024, everyone's coming in and they're seeing, okay, hot Vegas. Oh, Las Vegas. Right? Like,
Even Zach just got into hockey. I don't know if you know this, but Zach's a Vegas fan now.
Is he actually?
Yep.
That's
it's
I know.
like it's all.
No doubt, playoff team again. But I don't know if they'll make it further than second round.
Yeah. So Savard's done. You're retired.
Which is so sad, dude. I watched his handshake and everything. Like, seeing his reaction broke my heart.
Yeah. And their other guy that's better is Matheson, and then forwards like
I think Nick Suzuki and Gallagher are probably their two veterans.
Gallagher
and you could
over
argue
Suzuki.
Anderson.
Gallagher for sure, but fucking Nick
Yeah.
Suzuki, like he was on Vegas
Even
before
Yeah.
before he got pulled over.
He never played though.
No, no.
Yeah.
And that was the dumbest mistake Vegas could have made. Like, if Vegas fucking kept him, I think his presence alone, like his scoring talent, they probably could have won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
They could have pulled a 2020 to 2021 Tampa.
Yeah. It's even hard to consider him a veteran. But I mean, he's got a lot
Well,
of
fuck, he's been in
experience.
what?
He's 25 now.
Yeah, but so he's probably like 6 or 7 years into the NHL now.
I think he started in 20.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
So he's been in longer than most of their fucking players. Most
Yeah.
of Montreal's players.
Yeah. You got Galley, Anderson,
Gally, Anderson, and fucking
Evans. Evans has been around.
yeah, and
But
fucking
he's a bottom 6 guy.
Matheson.
Matheson. Other than that,
Key names though, there's not very many people that have been in longer than fucking
yeah.
Suzuki.
I mean, you could argue Line, but I don't know about Line. There's something about him. Like, he's good, but
He's changed since he got knocked out.
like when the playoffs, I don't know what it is, but he got.
Tell me I'm wrong though. Since he got knocked out on Winnipeg, like he's been a totally different player.
Since he started playing Fortnite, he's been a totally different player.
No, I don't even count that shit. Since he got knocked out,
No, I agree.
he was playing Buffalo that night,
Who did
wasn't
he
he?
get knocked out by?
I think it was a Buffalo player. I think they were playing Buffalo that night, but he got laid out basically in center ice and knocked out cold. I'll Google it.
Well, yeah, you could argue Carrier to be a veteran presence too.
Yeah.
But it's only you only play half a season. But you might have,
Believe it or not, guess who it was?
Who?
Jake McCabe.
oh wow.
And leveled him and knocked him out when Jake McCabe was on Buffalo.
Oh. I love Jakey. Okay.
See if Rhinebacker comes in next year.
It was Buffalo, right? I'm not fucking looking at that. Yeah, that's Buffalo.
Okay.
We on to the next one?
Bold predictions.
Oh yeah, so we've gone through. I think we've only gone through Vegas, haven't we? Vegas and Edmonton.
Vegas, Edmonton.
Yeah.
Washington, Carolina.
Did we go through them? Yeah, we did.
So that.
Okay, so Toronto and Florida.
Toronto, I'm going to say this. Toronto in 6. Reason being, Florida is going to be their third time trying to make the finals. They're tuckered out. They're kind of injured. They're sore. They're beaten down. So, I mean, if Toronto makes the third round, this is their time to do it.
I agree with you, but I say that it's going to break my heart and go to 7 games and scare the shit out of me. I think I'm going to be on the edge of my seat in Game 7 shitting my pants. And then somebody is going to come in clutch and save it.
They do have the home ice advantage, right?
Yep, we do.
That's a plus. Usually that's not the case.
Trust
Like in the
me.
second round.
As much as I want to see Colorado-Toronto final, I think Florida's taking it.
How many?
I'm going to give Toronto one more game. I'm thinking 6 this year. Because, like Riley said, it's their third year trying to make the finals, but look what they did to fucking Tampa Bay.
They know what they used to do.
I think they're still the same team. They got rid of a few pieces, sure, that may have been key pieces, but a fully healthy Florida Panthers, especially with fucking Kachuk and Marchand, I don't know if Toronto's getting by that. Trust me, I'm hoping Toronto wins this series. My heart wants to say Toronto, but my brain thinking realistically, I'm saying Florida in 6. I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, we come back to this podcast and we quote it.
All right.
I hope I'm wrong,
We'll bring up the clip.
but I don't know what it is. That Florida team is different. Like, if Florida was really as tired and beat up as everybody says, that Tampa series should have gone 6 or 7 games. Because, sure, Tampa released their excuse list on all the injuries that they had, but Tampa, realistically, they didn't miss a beat.
No.
I think
Except
Tampa
for Cooch.
I think Tampa, yeah, Cooch was kind of disappointing, but I think Tampa deserved 6 or 7 games. But Florida just beat them to it. And I can't deny a team that looks that good. But this is going back to our Jack Adams talk. This next series is where Berube's coaching is really going to shine. If this team is actually different, it's not going to be anywhere near what it was last year.
No.
Nowhere near what it was.
It wasn't anything last year. They got put out in the first round.
That's who
Sorry,
they
2
lost
years
to.
ago.
Yeah,
2
they
years
lost to
ago.
Boston last year.
2 years ago. It's not going to be 5 games like it was 2 years ago. If the change is as much as I gloated about in our first segment, it should be a 7-game series. 110%. It should be a 7-game series.
It might get worn down, Toronto.
They might. Which is why I'm really surprised that Wool didn't see any games in the first series. Because, like, if Stolarz gets worn down, they can't rely on a cold Jack Wool.
It's hard to do that. in the
Joseph
playoffs.
Wolf,
It's
whatever
really
the
hard
fuck his name is.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. in the
They can't
playoffs.
rely on a cold wall.
No.
We've seen what cold wall does. 5+ goals. When he's hot, he's fucking hot. But cold wall, it's not it.
I agree.
I hope they get the rest that they need building up to Monday. But this series is going to be the ringer, and it's not going to get any easier.
No.
Because third round, whether it's Carolina or Washington, is going to be fucked. And the finals against any of the Western teams that fucking move on is going to be absolutely insane.
I will say I think Florida's a harder matchup than either Washington or Carolina.
I can't agree.
Can't agree.
I can't agree. On the Washington side. Because Logan Thompson is a fucking gamer. Like, Logan Thompson, to me, this season, blew Bobrovsky out of the water.
Sir.
For the final segment.
The final segment, fucking, of episode, what, 7?
7.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Rich Riles, welcome to the pod. Don't do that.
Fucking honey garlic sauce slipping everywhere.
Well, fellas.
We've had a blast. Tonight's been fun.
Yeah, but we have a couple more things.
We do.
A stat that popped up today that I would like to bring up is the LA Kings have not made it past the first round since their cup in 2014.
Which is a shame.
It is.
Because,
Dewey.
fucking 14.
Toby.
14. Was that the year that they played the Rangers?
Yep. No.
It was the year they played the Rangers? Thought so. So, me and Rich Riles and our good buddy Fuller, we, that year, we were, obviously our teams were out, so we were rooting for the Kings. I think we stayed up till 2 a.m. because it was double overtime.
Dave was on the couch.
Dave was on the fucking Pigpen was on the couch. Shout out to Pigpen. He's no longer with us. Fucking drink to you,
Cheers.
bucko. Cheers to fucking Pigpen. Love that
Cheers.
guy. But 2 a.m. Alec Martinez scored the game-winning goal. And we lost our fucking shit and woke Pigpen up. He was not happy. But a fond memory from my childhood, to say the least.
I was a child back in 2014.
You still are, you fucking loser.
Thank you. But I was.
Child.
I would have been 11.
I would have been barely 13.
Billy
Yeah.
would have been like 20.
2013? No. I was 14. 2014, sorry, I was 16.
Okay. Close enough.
Because that was the year I got with my ex, and fuck that bitch! I hope you see this, fuck you! Fat cow. Drink to that.
Drink to that.
Fuck bitches. I got a fiance now, motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, LA Kings since 2014. It's a sad stat, to be honest, because I think fucking trading Quick was one of their biggest mistakes.
Yep.
Because I think even if he were the backup, Kemper and Quick would have been a fucking insane tandem. Absolutely fucking nuts.
Quick would play like majority games back then. Or were you
Back
talking-
then, we're
we're
talking
talking-
current though.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, since he got traded, I think Quick and, like, if,
Probably be like 50-40 Kemper
If-
now, or 50-30.
yeah, 70-30.
Games wise.
Yeah. No, 70-30. Those are the numbers you're thinking about, bud. 50-30. He goes up to 80%.
Yeah, like 80 games, 82 games. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
be 70-30 to make
Yeah,
it 100%.
Say that too.
Um,
I was thinking games.
I think he means like
game.
oh,
If
like
he
80
plays
games, like 50 games to 30
Yeah,
games.
that's what I
Okay.
meant. I didn't mean percentage. Like
Okay, I'm drunk, so I was thinking percentage. I agree, but I think if LA would have stuck it out with Quick, it's hit or miss, to be honest. Because honestly, I don't think, even though they didn't make the playoffs, I don't think the Rangers would have been in the position to even try to make the playoffs without Quick because of how much Sturgeon has been injured this year.
Yeah.
And Shesty just hasn't looked like himself this year. I know that for a fact because he was on my fucking fantasy team. But I think if LA stuck out with Quick, him and Kemper would have been crazy. And, like, I know Kemper. I know Kemper well.
Yeah.
He won a cup with us, so I know Kemper pretty fucking well.
So the Penguins today, as I'm sure both of you knew, parted ways with Mike Sullivan.
Today? That was like a couple days ago.
No, that was this morning.
No.
Yes.
I read that a couple days ago that they agreed to part ways. Maybe their contract officially ended today, but a couple days ago they agreed to part ways and we knew they weren't coming back.
Oh, well,
Like I'm talking like Tuesday, I think I read this.
Okay. But
So yes, I knew that.
so same day, week, whatever. Mike Sullivan of the Pittsburgh Steelers got fired.
Really?
Yeah, just fun fact. Can I bring up Gavin McKenna once again?
Can we stay on Pittsburgh for a sec?
Yeah.
Just because I've had a random thought.
Mhm.
Why the fuck they get rid of their coach when they should have got rid of Dubas? Because that guy's a fucking joke.
Just gonna fuck it up.
That guy is a fucking joke. He's the only thing he's good for is sending teams into a fucking rebuild. And Toronto's lucky that they didn't get that with him. Because that guy's a fucking joke.
I hate him.
He's
I hate Kyle Dubas.
between Toronto. Can't really say between Toronto and Pittsburgh, but he did okay the one season with Toronto, bringing on like Revo and shit. Well, I guess that was ultimately fucking what's his name?
Brad. Tree?
No, who's their upper?
Brad Tree Living.
Wait, isn't it Shanahan? Isn't
Oh,
Shanahan
well-
above him? Or Shanahan below him?
Above.
I thought so.
Fuck, I can't remember.
One of the two.
Yeah.
He's like
They've
head
done
of
alright with
operations.
building the team, but Dubas is just a fucking nightmare. And every team that he's been on has proved that.
Yep.
And I bet you, if it weren't for Dubas, if Pittsburgh had an actual GM that could fucking make some fucking smart decisions, I bet you they would have been a wild card team this year.
Yeah.
Literally all they needed was a goalie. That's it.
Yep.
Goalie and maybe add a little bit of presence on the defensive line. That's all they needed.
Maybe even just a little bit of young defense that needs some work with.
Just defense in general. When it comes to those like desperation saves, I think Wedgwood has the edge. And I haven't really noticed it in the regular season, but playoffs, Blackwood's angles have been fucking dog water. And like him holding the post. I don't know how many times in Game 6 I watched him almost fall trying to hug a post.
Wedgwood?
Yeah, Blackwood. And I'm not dissing the guy at all, because he's fucking great. Like I'm telling you boys, I'm gonna own a jersey within the next few weeks of Blackwood. But maybe it's the intensity behind fucking Wedgwood compared to Blackwood. I don't know what it is, but he's got more desperation, I find, than Blackwood. Yeah. Like fuck, save of the year candidates against Chicago, and it was Wedgwood. I don't think Blackwood has one save of the year candidate. No, but coming from Colorado, if there's going to be a save of the year candidate, you would think it'd be our starting goaltender. So, I don't know what to say. I think they're a fantastic fucking duo. I love the woodshop. Love them both to pieces. Like I said, Blackwood's probably my next jersey. But I don't know who I'd be putting against Dallas, because they're both phenomenal.
Has Wedgwood even played a game yet?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, it's in the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs now. I don't know. I didn't watch those 6.
It would make sense to play like game 7.
No, fuck no. But I think from the start they should have been treating them as a tandem instead of a starter and backup.
I feel like it's hard to do that in the playoffs, so
I don't know. I mean, in fucking
regardless.
game 4 when Colorado was up fucking 4-0 by the second period, throw Wedgwood in for the fucking half of the second and the fucking end of the third.
Yeah.
Give him some time to fucking warm up and stuff. Because what happens when you need him? Like, there's no way in hell, from what I've seen from this guy, there's no way in fucking hell Wedgwood would let in 4 goals in a period. Not a chance. Unless this guy had his pads on backwards and his fucking helmet missing, he's not letting in 4 goals in a period. Even the game where they're down fucking 6-2. Like, fucking throw Wedgwood in, dude. You're already going to lose the game. Throw him in to warm him up. Bro's been sitting fucking adolescent and alone since, like, fucking... I don't know why I said adolescent. That doesn't make sense. Bro's been sitting there alone and, like, just by himself and not warmed up for fucking ever now. I can't even tell you the last game I Wedgwood played.
Have you heard of I don't think I've heard of teams doing tandems in the playoffs really. Like unless they get injured. Like the one goalie gets injured. I think
It's not likely, but like...
I think Boston did it one time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
With Swayman and Allmark.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see it very often, and it usually doesn't work out. Like,
No, and I mean, look what happened in Boston.
yeah.
First round kick out.
If you have to do that, I feel like you're not making it far. You know what I mean?
No, but
You want your guy. Right?
this is just pulling back to the idea that like
You want your price.
I couldn't pick who I'd start between the two. I mean, we never saw. You guys probably didn't watch as many games as I did, but we never saw Wedgwood in like a multi-game span. So like the games that we saw him, he was fucking.
Watch Wedgwood.
Dude, the games that he was in, he was on.
Yeah.
But I never saw him on a fucking 4 to 5 game span. Wake up, bitch! The glasses ain't fucking taking away your snooze, bro. I can see him passing out.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
We got 2 more things to go on. Can you fucking talk about it, or are you gonna fucking fall asleep?
What are we talking about?
The hits. Tampa, Florida.
Oh, I'm conflicted on it. So
Tell the viewers what we're talking about.
the hits on Florida. Okay, so
Number 1.
Hagel hit Barkov.
And what happened?
Barkov left the game, and Hagel got suspended for 1 game.
How long was fucking Barkov out?
Just out the one game.
Okay.
The next game they came back, Aaron Ekblad came in.
Slow her down, bucko. What were your thoughts on the hit?
I thought it was clean.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch that game.
So there was controversy because of how far the puck was from Barkov when the hit happened. But to me, it looked like he was going for. He had the puck in sight. He knew what was coming, who was behind him, and he needed to get his head out.
Okay.
That was my opinion on it.
I didn't see it, so we're totally basing it off of your opinion right now. Hit number 2.
Dirty. Ekblad came straight down the boards. Hagel should have had his head up a bit in a bit more time, but there was an elbow, a sly elbow. There was no call on the ice. Hagel left the ice. Didn't play game 5, which they lost either way. But Ekblad got 2 games.
Was that? I feel like I saw the replay of that. That was along the courts, right?
I sent it to the group chat.
In the back corner. Was it a numbers hit or was it just a plain old elbow to the head?
No, it was fucking head on.
So does that cover all our topics?
I think so.
Do I have anything else to add in?
Who wins the cup?
That's too far ahead. Too far ahead.
We're going series by series.
Me and Ty have a deal. We're talking. We're cheering for each other between Colorado and Toronto. We want to see them in the finals. That's our.
We're doing a podcast every game if that happens.
If the finals come, fuck yeah. I don't care. Like we'll do it wherever. If I gotta come to your house one night, like if we rotate nights at whoever's house,
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, me neither.
Or we're doing that every night if it's Colorado and Toronto in the final.
Oh, 100%. Breakdown of every game.
Yeah, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. 'Cause
Yeah.
we got a long ways to go.
Oh yeah.
You got an easier route than I do.
Playoff fun.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah. I tell you right now, if I were Colorado, I'd rather be taking on Florida than fucking Winnipeg or St. Louis. Fuck yeah. 10 times over. 10 times over. 10 times over.
What do you think about that?
Well, I'd be in the same boat. I'd rather play.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Winnipeg and Florida are kind of in the same fucking boat for me. Their goalies are really good, but once you break them, they're fucking broken.
I feel like if you put Florida against Winnipeg or St. Louis, Florida would probably win that.
I don't think they would against Winnipeg. Maybe St. Louis, but I don't think they would
Florida
against
keeps
Winnipeg.
that pace.
I don't know, dude.
Tenacity that they've had for the past few seasons.
The West is crazy, though, dude. The West is fucking crazy. That's why we got 2 Game 7s. That's why fucking the East has been fucking sweeps. Well, not sweeps, but fucking gentlemen sweeps are fucking. That's why the East is waiting on the West. To be fair,
Yeah.
because the West is fucking crazy. Like the West is stacked. And I'm not talking just individual talents. I'm talking like team-wise, chemistry, and the way they play. The West is fucking stacked. Like I'm telling you right now, I don't care who makes it. The Cup is going West again this year.
Fuck, I don't know.
The Cup's
I feel
going
like you
West.
would, but like Florida's your one.
Florida's the only team we have to worry about, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the Cup's going West this year.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Florida or West.
I'm telling you, boys, Carolina's a dark horse.
You got Carolina.
Carolina's the dark horse.
Once they've made it to the third round, they've always struggled, so we'll see how it goes.
Can we make a deal right now, actually, boys?
What's up?
If Carolina makes it to the finals, we got to go to the bar, and you guys are paying my tab.
What's that?
If Carolina goes to the finals, you guys are paying my tab at the bar.
Why?
Huh? Because they're my dark horse.
If Carolina wins, I'll pay your tab.
Yeah, if they
We're
win
not-
the
we're
cup,
not
if
saying
they
cup.
win the cup.
No,
Yeah.
because everyone's like they won't make past the third round. If
No,
they go
I've-
to
I've
if
been
they
here-
go to the finals, they haven't been there since 06. Okay? If they go to the finals, we're going to the creek and you boys are paying my tab.
They'll make shit.
I paid the tab tonight, so if they don't fucking do it, I'll pay the tab.
Alright.
Okay, ties in.
Hey, we gotta at least split a tab. He has to pay for 2 tabs.
You already shook on it.
I'll fucking figure it out.
Well, tonight I paid $200.
For 5 people.
Yeah, I paid for the whole bar.
Five.
I paid for the whole bar.
So if I'm paying for your individual tab, that's it.
Like 6 or
Well,
7 beers. So like,
like 50, 60 bucks.
no. If I get food, maybe $50. But if I'm drinking just beer, then we're talking like 30, 40 bucks. You'll do it?
I don't think they're making it. So that's why I should be.
Don't be flabbergasted when I'm right, boys. I'm telling you, don't be flabbergasted when I'm right.
Saying, I don't think they're making the final.
If they get past Washington, they're going to the finals. I'm telling you right
did
now.
say earlier that you thought Washington had the upper hand.
I know, but if Carolina's been my dark horse. After I watched them fucking walk New Jersey, I'm pretty sure I even said in our first segment, Carolina's my dark horse. If they get past Washington, which I'm not saying that they will, because I do think Washington's going to beat them, but if they get past Washington, they're going to the finals. Because conference finals, whether it's Florida or Toronto, if they get past Washington, they're fucking walking both of them.
Toronto, I think you're right. I don't think you're right about Florida. If it's Carolina, Florida.
Carolina, Florida, 6 games. They're going to walk them. They're gonna. If they stay healthy. I even watched them play with fucking Kochekov. They're gonna walk them. Walk them.
Oh.
I'm saying it, boys. Again, this is another
What's on
quotation that we're gonna reflect on when it happens.
It's on video for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Facts. This is
No,
that's my call.
oh, if they can do it, then great. I'd like to see Carolina go past the third round, but what do you think?
Leafs and Avs. Fine. That's all I hope for.
Okay, but let's speak realistically. If Carolina gets past Washington, the train that fucking ran the Eastern Conference all season long beat Toronto by like what, 6 points in the season standings?
Carolina?
No, Washington.
Oh, yeah, Washington.
Yeah.
If they get past Washington in the second round,
It's easy because they're both metropolitans, so they're going to play first or second round either way.
doesn't matter. If Carolina
Because-
gets past Washington,
I still think they're going to have a tough time.
don't
'Cause I
they
think
will.
Washington is going to beat the shit out of them.
I can't see it.
In 6.
I can't see it.
Washington in 6.
I think Washington's got the edge. What did I say earlier? 6? Washington in 6. Again, I wouldn't be surprised.
Either way.
Not even. I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina takes it, it's a 7-game series.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not gonna fucking gaslight my prediction. Washington in 6 is realistic and ideal. But if there's the chance that Carolina gets past Washington, they're going to the Cup final.
Yeah.
I don't care who stands in their way in the conference finals. They're going to the Cup final.
Do they win?
The Cup?
No.
Depends who they play.
Would you say if they play Colorado, do they win?
No.
Bias?
Not biased. My unbiased opinion, Colorado's got way too much talent, specifically up front. It would light Frederik Andersen up. It would light him up.
What if it was Edmonton? Again.
Again, light him up. Light them the
I
fuck
think
up.
Edmonton will light them up.
Oh, hell yeah.
I agree with you.
I think McDavid alone would walk through that team.
The rematch. Almost 20 years.
Yeah,
That would be fun to see.
McDavid alone would walk through that team.
What if it's Vegas? Also. Why not?
Tougher game. Because I think frontline skill, I think they're about equal. I think
Yeah.
I think scoring wise, they're about equal. Because
Honestly,
if you
Carolina might have a slight edge, but like all around. they
think
might
of
go with
think of
Vegas.
superstars that they have on their front end though.
Vegas or
Both of them.
Eichel, Svechnikov, Aho. What else? Fucking-
You can't name any more.
Can't
Like
name
if you're thinking of top of the line superstars. So
Top of the line,
Carolina,
that's about it.
Carolina's
Stamkos?
2-1.
Stank, I guess. you could
No,
say.
he's not a superstar.
Stankoven's
He's
not
a
even-
star. He's a stud, but he ain't fucking like
No,
Matthews
not
fucking
superstar.
Aho
Yep.
level.
No, no, totally
Hurdle.
fair.
I mean, that's not even a superstar.
No.
Hurdle.
Hurdle was a star back in his San Jose days. You can't. So thinking realistically, Carolina's 2-1. But can you count on 2 guys to carry your team? Of course not.
All around, I'd say Vegas got the edge.
Here's yeah, exactly. Here's my question, which leads up to your exact point. Frederik Andersen or Aiden Hill? Who would you rather have in net? Me? I'm Aiden Hill all day. All day long.
Depends on what Anderson you're getting. Are you getting?
Inconsistency is
Yeah.
the key factor as to why I would pick Aiden Hill.
Yeah. Like if you get.
Like Aiden Hill,
Even
he's had bad games.
You gotta see like. How far did Vegas go last year?
I think second round.
I'd say he's good, but like,
What's the
probably
second
the
round?
edge. You just really gotta see how far they can get with Anderson. Anderson's, you're right, he's too inconsistent.
Again, we're leading back to the conferences though.
The only
the
time,
the West is so much harder than the East to get through.
the only time Anderson made the third round, he got swept.
Yeah.
So,
And again, like I just said, the West is so much harder than the East. Like Vegas got lucky that they started off in Minnesota.
the East, I feel like everybody's like closer in skill. Like the teams are so much closer to each other. But I would agree that the West is a bit more like better.
The West is 100% better.
But it's, like even in the standings this year, wasn't that far off. It was like 4 or 5 points off.
Still.
But West, there was a bigger difference.
Yeah,
Stronger. Definitely stronger at the top end, but I feel like the East has more talent overall throughout the whole standings. But like at the top end, the West is way better.
Bitch-ass, where the fuck did I put it?
Your babe?
Yeah.
It's right here.
How the fuck did it get over there? Well, fuck, son. No, I agree with you.
East is so close from top to bottom. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the standings that close to what it was this year.
The West is just incredible, though. And I don't know what it is between the difference. Because if you think of both conferences, they both have unfucking believable players.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, if you did best on best, East versus West, I couldn't tell you who'd win. If it narrowed down to goaltending, it'd be the West. 100%.
who would be the teams? Like,
Well,
which team versus which team?
I'm talking like an all-star game type thing.
Oh.
Best on best. I think it'd be the West, narrowed down to goaltending.
Yeah, I'd say they have the edge. Who would it be? Hellebuck for you?
No, I'm sure.
Andre.
Because you got to think, like if you take the top two teams, okay, so we'll say Ottinger and Hellebuck. Who are you putting them up against? You're putting them up against fucking like Logan Thompson and like Stolars. Who do you really give the edge to?
Is that really the best two in the East right now?
I would say so.
Could argue Ball, maybe.
I wouldn't. Stolars came on top of him.
Yeah.
Toronto came
Trust
over
me.
top of Florida in the division.
Martin. He's on the team, yeah.
Not even close. I wouldn't put Allmark even in that conversation. If you're talking
Yeah.
emergency backups as well, East would be fucking Stolars, fucking Bobrovsky, and who did I just say? Logan Thompson. The West, you're talking Connor Hellebuck, Jake Ottinger, and as an emergency backup, honestly, I might even throw Mackenzie Blackwood in there. Maybe even Jordan Bennington.
Yeah. I agree with
How
you.
the fuck do you put that East versus West? How do you put that together?
I do say that you're right about that, but I will say they have better teams in front of them for the most part. The Western side, Dallas, stacked. Colorado,
That's what I mean, though.
stacked.
Like, how do you compare East versus West
Yeah,
right now?
if you go team for team,
How do you do that?
then even fucking.
Like,
Then you got McDavid and McKinnon and the East.
yeah, I'm
definitely got-
laughing at your dumbass.
It's okay.
Obviously, I just see you doing this.
Oh yeah.
East definitely got weaker though. You're right.
They are.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to put top three against top three right now, it would be Winnipeg, fucking Dallas, and Colorado, and I'd be putting them up against fucking Florida, Tampa. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you think?
yeah.
Or top three?
Florida, Tampa, and Washington. They got put against Tampa in the first round. Tampa's gamers. Florida and Tampa, they're both gamers. I think if Tampa had anybody but Florida, they would be in the second round.
Who did Tampa faced in the first round last year? Also Florida.
Last year?
They didn't make it, right?
Tampa, yeah, they did.
Well, they made it, but like didn't make it in the second round.
I don't think we did.
They played Florida.
They probably did play Florida. Yeah, because Toronto played Boston. So it would make sense that they played Florida. But
I think it's only down for you.
the state of Florida is a fucking incredible hockey state. Even if they don't got the fucking fan base and numbers to prove it. Well, boys, Ty's falling asleep, so I say we cut her off there.
Alright.
What do you-
Fellas,
What do you think? You get the sunglasses on and there you're trying to hide you falling asleep, but I can see your fucking head doing this.
oh yeah. Yeah, I fallen asleep like 4 or 5 times already.
That's why he hasn't been part of the conversation. Just to recap. Long story short, yes, I think West takes the East easily, and I think that's gonna really show. I think the only standing chance the East has is Florida. Whether it's Edmonton, Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas, and Florida is their best chance.
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree?
I would agree. I mean, last year they played Edmonton. They won in 7.
Yeah. I've got my dark horse in Carolina. We've already shook on it that you boys owe me beers if they fucking make it to the finals, but
Here's how I'll put it. I'll say Florida beats the Jets. I'd say they beat the Oilers again. They lose to Colorado and they lose to Vegas. That's my opinion.
Winnipeg I could agree. Edmonton not so much.
Could go either way, but
Yeah, Edmonton is a third coin toss. They've been a coin toss all season.
yeah, they're too. I don't know. I feel like they're too. Just too much fucking bullshit. This year.
Alright, fellas.
Alright, boys. Ty's falling asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. The tradition. Get your beer, Ty, even though you're falling asleep. You need at least one more sip in you. We fuck them up, we fuck them down. We fuck our friends when they're not around. And when they're gone and long forgotten, we dig them up and fuck them rotten.
We are Nobody Sports.
Well, that was quick. You didn't wait for me.
3.
We are
Nobody Sports.
We love you guys.
Cheers, fellas.